I'm at the biggest fair in the country, and today I'm going against my wife and my sister to see who has the best menu.
My wife and I want to go to Japan for our anniversary next year, so unfortunately we have started to lock down on our budget. So we are giving ourselves $25 each to build the best menu we can possibly build at the Minnesota State Fair. It's so bright.
So the question on everyone's mind, who will win this food battle? But first, how did we get here?
We're about to partake in one of the greatest things this world has ever made, public transportation.
We happen to be the last people to get on the bus before it left. I didn't have anyone to sit beside me, but at least this trash kept me company. Just 15 short minutes later, the fairgrounds thrusted their way into view. Honestly, it would be pretty sweet to camp at the fairgrounds. The bus dropped us off, but would my camera gear make it through security? Yes, it would. We walked into a staggering number of people. Like the day that we went literally set an attendance record for State Fair Monday. Conveniently located right by the bus entrance, we beelined to the fried pickles and got in a quickly moving line.
I think we have our fries. We have our sights set on fried pickles.
My sister Leah ended up being our Monopoly banker today.
I think I'm a child, and I'm like, asking mom, like, Mom, do you think Cajun or regular? Yeah. I asked for the regular to give me Cajun. We're meant to get Cajun.
So that's my wife Allie's official first purchase of $10 out of her $25 total. 40% of her budget in the first 5 minutes of the fair. But was it worth it? I don't know if it was because it was 5 p.m. and none of us had eaten much today in preparation for the event, but that pickle hit, dude. Crunchy breading with a small warmth of Cajun seasoning, all encapsulating a crisp dill pickle. Leah spotted some cream puffs next door, also known as kerfs. I think we'll be back for those.
Let's go this way first, and then loop back around and do a big, long stretch.
In the meantime, we polished off the pickles and scored them.
Rating out of 10.
8.5.
8.5? Out of 10? 8 out of 10. 8.5.
For an average score of 8.33. I was tempted by this Scotch egg stand. I'd never had one, and I don't think it would be worth making one at home. But let me know if I should try it in the comments. I decided to save my money and keep my eyes on the prize. Not that prize. Okay, fine. That one. We saw tons of animals that farmers have poured their hearts and souls into. Clearly, a lot of care taken for these animals. Then, we got to see some dairy cows being milked. Is this dude drinking milk? I didn't realize that until I was editing. This is crazy. He got it straight from the tap. Okay, moving on. We got to see some hunched handlers heating their herds of hogs, and this dude peed for like an entire minute. I was actually kind of impressed, but it also reaffirmed my decision to be a shoes-off household. Man, this fair is loud. It's overstimulating, and there's copyrighted music playing in almost every single one of my shots. And just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, I saw something terrifying.
All you can drink milk. I don't think that would end well for my lactose intolerance.
Not quite ready for more food, we headed into a sinister-sounding building, the Miracle of Birth Center. It actually sounded much worse than it actually was. We just saw a bunch of baby animals. Like, come on, who wouldn't like piglets and chicklets? We walked outside to an empty silo and thought about how terrifying it would be to get trapped in one. Then a kid came in and made some short, sharp shrieks. That was our cue to go back to the cream puff stand. We made the walk back to the entrance, stopping en route to learn about the history of Spam, which was created right here in Minnesota. Finally, after many detours, Leah had decided that the cream puff will be from her $25. $7 deducted for $18 left. I love watching through the glass at restaurants or things like this and seeing the chefs or the pastry chefs at work.
I'm so excited.
It looked good, but how did it taste?
Oh, wait. I just realized I wasn't hitting record. Until right now, yes?
Let's try that again.
This is my first time tasting it. It looks really good.
I thought it was good, but not the best cream puff I'd ever had. The pastry had gotten a little bit stale, and I like a little more flavor in the filling. Not bad though. Average score of 7.7. Our sweet teeth satiated, we started exploring more of the grounds. Of course, Allie and I had to do this to gross out my sister. We didn't get very far before Leah spotted her next must-have item. Fresh squeezed lemonade.
And for how much?
$9.
$9. Ooh.
$9 more for Leah takes her down to only $9 remaining. I was a little let down by the singular and only bite of cream puff I had, but this lemonade more than made up for it. I was starting to get worried I might lose this competition, so I had to act. After mooching off with my competitors, it was finally time for me to make my move.
I haven't spent a single dollar yet, but I'm about to make my first purchase.
The giant cob in the distance beckoned me forth. An ear of freshly roasted sweet corn dunked in butter and seasoned to taste for a mere $5? Call me Smeagol the way this cob looked like my precious.
I like your peppercorn crusted lips.
10 out of 10. hands look like this, so hers can look like this.
What?
Right, sweet corn, and flights of angels sing thee to thy rest. Okay, real talk. Have any of y'all actually ridden one of these terrifying fair rides? I am far too fragile. My heart would combust.
Now, I'm naturally a pretty savvy person, but this challenge is making me really, really second guess every single purchase. So I'll look at something and I'll be like, oh, this sounds so good. I want some right now. But then I think again, do I really want it?
Okay, who can guess where we're going next? If you guessed butter sculptures, give yourself a pat of butter on the back.
We're now entering Maya and Allie's favorite building, Horticulture.
Now, what makes this quaint building our favorite? First of all, there's complex floral arrangement art on all different themes. There's the stone arch bridge, ice skating, road work.
Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Then the reason I come to not only the horticulture building, but the entire fair, apples. Since 1878, the University of Minnesota has bred 29 different apple varieties, including one you may have heard of, the Honeycrisp, as well as my personal favorite, the Sweet Tango. Here at the fair, they sell fresh First Kiss apples for $3 a pop, and I'm not talking about what they call soda. But on the pop topic, they do have cider freeze pop, so I got one of those as well. $6 more down for me, putting my remaining budget at $14. I put the apple in my pocket for later, then we got in line for our next attraction and tried the freeze pop. It was so good. We kept seeing people pass us, and I looked up to see why.
We've been standing in this line for crop art for like, I don't know, 5 minutes already. And I just realized there's 2 lines. And we're literally in the slow lane.
Despite how much quicker the other line was moving, we stayed in the slow lane so we could savor what was coming next. Art made from meticulously placing thousands of grains of seed and grain. Corn, flax, lentils, rice, amaranth. These artists are constructing these beautiful mosaics out of seed and grain. But because we were in the slow lane, we got to savor every bit of it. Here's some of my favorites. There's Pedro Pascal, Superman, Frog and Toad. This person faithfully recreated Comic Sans. Saturn devouring corn. Game Changer. Ceci n'est pas un conte.
This is the pinnacle of American art.
Nyan Cat. And probably my favorite of all, Goodnight Snoop. While visions of corn danced in our heads, we realized we had walked 15,000 steps. We needed some more food. Allie spotted her next buy, Flauta Dippers. $15 exactly, which is the last of her budget. Will the Flauta Dippers live up to the fried pickles from earlier? Totally different, but actually, I would say yes. The salsa verde was tangy and cut through the crispy fried tortilla to a juicy chicken filling. Really good. After 3 hours on our feet, we decided to chill for a bit and enjoy a jazz rock band as the sun set over wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men. When I sat down, I felt something in my pocket. The First Kiss apple. It was delicious. Sweet, tart, and crispy. After a short break, we had some more splorin to do, so we got up and started walking again. After a brief detour of annoying my sister again.
Ew.
And then her spilling tea while Allie listened intently, we went to my final purchase. Pickle pizza. Ranch sauce, mozzarella cheese, dill pickle slices, and dill seasoning. This is true American innovation. The perfect melting pot of Italy, New York, and the Midwest. As we ate our pickle pizza, we thought back on our day trying to think of who won this competition. Allie's menu, fried pickles, Flauta Dippers. My menu, roasted corn, cider pop, apple, and pickle pizza. And Leah's menu, simple but elegant, cream puff and lemonade. Our conclusion, I had the most variety. Leah had the thriftiest trip, and Allie's menu was the best. But in my heart, I know that I won, because I got to spend this whole day with 2 of my favorite girls in the world.
Oh, that's my bad.